Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tea with Trina. I am grateful to be on with you today. I want to share with you what I'm having for tea, and then we'll get into this topic a little bit. I'll give you an update, and then we'll get going with this topic. But first, I want to share with you what I'm having for tea. I'm having white tea with coconut and passion fruit. That's the tea that I'm having today. And I'm going to sit here today and enjoy this tea as we talk today about with Tea with Trina and stop sitting. It's time to stop sitting on your idea, your world changing idea. Mm, that tea is good. Okay. It has a touch of honey in it as well. So, how are you all doing today? I know that there have been some shifts and changes in some parts of the world, specifically in the US. And I want to talk about this topic because I know that there are some people who are journeying through feelings and emotions, and there's some people who are resolute in their focus, with their focus and determination for what they are here and wanting to create. And I think in the work that we're here to do and activate, it is so important to do just that and to get that going. And to my title, time to stop sitting on your world changing idea, and really show up in the world, in your community, within your where you are, where you live, people around you, within your family, to really make a change and make a difference. And I talk to people on a regular basis who are here to make a difference, who are activating and wanting to do things better for humanity. And I love working with people who have a great idea, who want to do something good with that idea to make things better for people in the world, people in the community. And so I want to talk with you about this today because I think it is so important. It's essential. It is essential. And how we show up and the actions that we take do a few things. It helps us to make the difference that we're here to make. Not only that, but it helps us to build confidence, and to be there for ourselves and what we put out there and what we want to activate. And it helps make the shifts that we're here to ultimately to make. So I want to talk about that because it is definitely time to get that world changing idea of yours. Yes, your world changing idea out of your head and your heart and out into the world. And I know that you're here because, I talk about these things. I talk about living on purpose and understanding and activating your values and aligning with your values and activating your vision and making a difference. And you're here because that message connects with you, right? And you have an idea that's been living in your mind and in your heart for some time. It may be have been a few months, it may have been a few years, but you've been waiting for the moment or the perfect moment or the opportunity that you think will come and reveal itself to you. And I want to talk about this because that waiting uh, sometimes doesn't serve you. Because sometimes, if that idea is percolated for you, that time is now to begin activating that idea. And so I want to share that with you and also share the truth is that today, in this day and time, we need you more now than ever. So today is the moment to get it out there. And I know I was mentioning, waiting. I want to talk a little bit about waiting for this perfect moment or this time or for the opportunity to present itself. I want to share with you that we are people here who have the wherewithal and the capability to create. So sometimes we need to be creative and active for the work to be able to produce itself, for the work to be able to happen. So sitting there waiting for things to happen doesn't always serve us, but it's the action that we take that brings about the result or the change or the shift that we're looking for. So I'm saying this to say that it's really about you taking action to really to get what's been sitting in your head and your heart out and into the world, to do that so that the difference that you're here to make can be made. Okay. Now I know that your idea, things that you've been thinking about could really change, like totally shift, like revolutionize the way that things are done. Like it'll put us in a uh, whole new state of being, right? In certain communities or within a family or within a world. And you know that the world needs what you have to offer. It's something that you've been thinking about that you haven't seen anywhere else or heard of before. And the way you are here to activate and do it will be different. And it will be the thing that totally shifts in the ways that you're thinking about and more, and even more so. And I want to share this with you because instead of activating that work, you've been in your head, you've been at your 9 to 5, you've been just, working that and feeling like you've outgrown where you are, yet being comfortable with where you are. And I want to encourage you today and challenge you today to step out of that comfortability, because a lot of times it's in the uncomfortableness that we get to meet and express the deeper work that we're here to express. Okay, so I want to share that with you. And this is so near and dear. This is so important. I'm like sharing this with you because this work is important to activate what you've been thinking about, what you've been having in your head and your heart for so long. So important to activate. And so I know that this idea, the shift that you're here to make, you've been thinking about for so long, right? And I understand because I've been there before too, where I had an idea, right? And I was working in a space where I had outgrown, and I had to shift. I had to shift myself. I had to shift the way that I was thinking, the way that I was being, and open up myself to the new possibilities that I was thinking about that I could to activate. And I had to take action, right? To For me to be able to do that deeper work or make the impact that I'm making, I had to shift what I was doing. I had to totally step into it. And that's the work that I'm activating now. And my coaching work, I work with my clients, helping my clients to build successful businesses, yes, develop meaningful relationships as well, and create the life that they had imagined and then some. But that was my work to do. And what my impact was really to help people develop their great idea in these businesses so that they can make a bigger impact. So I had to step into that and shift into that as well. So I want to share with you that I understand. And the shift that I took was stepping into the place of really understanding, like deeply understanding my values, right? Deeply understanding my purpose, and deeply understanding my vision as well, and knowing that I'm worthy to activate all of the good work that I'm here to activate in the world, right? And so, your idea, what you're here to do, the impact that you're here to make, it does not belong just in your head. It does not need to sit just there, right? But it belongs outside of you as well, out in the world, making waves, creating the change that you're here to make, and generating um, the connections that you want to create, making the income you want to make, and the impact is really about getting it out there to where it should be doing the work that it needs to do. And that's what I'm here to do. I hear this message is one of the ways that I'm doing that and sharing this with you to help encourage you and motivate you, inspire you to step into that. And that's the work that I help my clients do and people that I work with. I partner with high achievers. I partner with life changers. I partner with wave makers, who are ready to turn their big ideas into thriving opportunities, thriving business that will make the shift and make the impact that you're here to make. Okay, so I wanted to talk about that. And I do want to check in with the comments. I see Elizabeth, thank you so much for your comment here. You said, absolutely love this. It's so easy to put off big ideas, but when we take that first step, amazing things happen. So true, Elizabeth. Thank you for the motivation to stop sitting on our potential and start making an impact. Exactly. That's what we need to do right now. is to stop sitting on it and really activate it. And I do have steps on how you can do that. I work with my clients deeply on how we can do that. And so, if that's something that you're ready for and you're ready to stop second guessing yourself and really to step into your vision, will work with you to help you map out a plan of action and guide you to for you to take that action so that you can launch that idea, launch the great, impactful work that you're here to do, and to do that with confidence. And I think it's important to do this because when you have a blueprint, okay, when you have a blueprint to do this work, okay, you've mapped out a plan, crystal clear plan. And we have the blueprint and the right support and that energy to make a difference, you will do it. You definitely will do it. And I want you to know that you don't have to do it alone. You don't have to be held back by what's happening out there in the world. You don't have to do it all by yourself. And neither do you have to wait because the time is now, right? And so I want to encourage you to activate. And if you know you need support in activating your great work in the world, I encourage you to send me a message, send me a private message. You can even drop a fire emoji in the chat. And what I'll do is I'll reach out to you to set up a time to talk about what this worthy idea and worthy impact that you're going to make and how you can go about doing that. Because it's like, you're in a place where it's time to step into the life that you've been dreaming about, to create the environment, the supportive, humanity-led, humanity-supported environment that you've been dreaming about. And I want to remind you that you don't have to do it alone. I want to remind you that you can step out and to do it, and you don't have to be held back, and you don't have to wait. Okay. So your time is now. It's now. So I encourage you to stop waiting because your community, the world, those who you are here to impact, they're waiting for you. They're really waiting for you and what you have to offer and ready for you out there, right? Because it's time. It's time to change. It's time to shift. It's time for humanity to be deeply supported. Deeply. And so it's time to bring it to life, your idea and the work that you're here to do. And I'm here for it. I'm so here for it. And I want to encourage you to take action. So let me know if you need support in that. You can drop a fire emoji or send me a private message and say, Trina, hey, I'm ready. And we'll get together and we'll be about it. We'll be about it because it's time to shift. And so let me know how this has impacted you, right? If you've felt inspired and if you're ready to take action, I would love to hear that as well. So thank you all for tuning in for this Tea with Trina. I have my tea here, but I had to come on here and share this message with you because it is so time to shift and to activate your worthy idea. So thank you for being here. And I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. We'll talk soon.